You're listening to No Filter with Zack Pack, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. All right, guys, welcome on in. I have two very special guests today. I have taped their podcast. You're going to want to go and tune into that because we got into some very wild and rambunctious dating stories. I still have follow-up questions, so we're probably going to have to dive into that again at some point. But go and check out the OKOP podcast, and please welcome from OKOP, John and Sam.
What's up, y'all?
Whoa,
how you
live
doing?
Studio audience. Do you hear the yells?
There are 2,000 people here right now.
Live.
4,000.
Thank
Might
you
as well
so
be.
much for having us on.
Yeah.
We're grateful to be here.
Well, this is streaming live, so people are commenting on this live.
Are
So
they?
say hi to the people.
Hello.
Hey, what's
so there
up?
are 2,000 people really here with us.
Let's go.
I mean, we're going to say 10,000, but like...
There we go.
Okay, at
Big
least
dream
big
big.
numbers.
Super
Yeah.
Bowl energy.
Yeah.
Yes. Beyonce.
With some Super Bowl commercials in there.
There we go. I like that.
Okay, so tell me about this, or tell the audience about your podcast. It's called OKOP.
Yep.
What does that stand for?
So OP is like original poster because we were birthed on the recesses of the internet.
That's right.
And we would like read stories from the top relationship posts around the internet, but then people started submitting their own stories to us, and now we give them advice, and like they call us, and hopefully we give good advice that actually mend relationships instead of break them apart, unless they need to be broken apart.
Exactly.
And then we
help pry it open.
We
Yeah.
get the sledgehammer.
Maybe you
That's
guys can help my dating life. It's struggling.
We
There
can. John is at least half of us have healthy relationships.
50% of our podcast is in a relationship.
Healthy relationships?
Yes.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Okay.
Indeed.
Because of you.
Because of me.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here we are.
I'm the chaos.
I love that you're wearing your Spotify badge, your guest badge.
Oh yeah. Should I take that off?
I mean, you don't have to.
Just trying to get me out of my clothes already. There we go.
Listen, No Filter is upgraded now. We're taping at Spotify Studios
That's
in
right.
downtown LA. Shout out to Spotify. You should be listening and watching this on Spotify right now. Do you guys have video on Spotify yet?
No.
Don't. It's
What?
tragic. I know.
We're working on it.
We're
It's
working
okay.
on it.
We are
I
working
know a
on
guy
Louise.
who knows a guy that may be able to hook you up.
Okay.
it. Ooh,
All right,
please,
with the
please
video
do. Get us
Let's
into
get
the
it.
secret tunnel.
Because we taped
Secret
yours, and you have a
door.
great studio that we taped out
It's
of.
true.
It is so. We used to have just green screens behind us,
Yeah.
and now Riley, our producer, got us a little like
Oil diffuser?
yeah,
I think
and
it's
it diffuses lavender. And whenever
Yeah.
I smell lavender, I'm like, should I be podcasting right now?
We prep content.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I need give me 4 Red Bulls. And I don't even drink Red Bull, but I need caffeine.
Give me
to
4
stimulate
shroom
me.
gummies. And
Give me 4
Now we're
shroom
talking.
gummies.
Now that's a podcast.
I am scared to do. I haven't worked on shrooms. I will watch Mean Girls on shrooms.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about that. I have a live show that I'm doing at the Bourbon Room on Valentine's Day, and I was like, maybe I'll take some shrooms that night and
Honestly,
just see. But that's also a lot of pressure when you're hosting a live show in front of.
I
live
think maybe
audiences.
it just makes it a little softer
But you
around
guys
the
should
edges.
come if you are you busy on Valentine's Day?
John probably
Yeah,
is.
you probably have a date.
yeah.
I
Boys.
hopefully am.
He's like, I'm working on that right now.
Oh man, I got a crazy.
Hey, all you live viewers right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so OKOP, it's available on all podcast platforms, right?
Yes,
it is.
Yeah. So go check us out on Spotify.
Just the letters.
Spotify.
OKOP.
OKOP.
So simple.
So simple.
So people can submit their stories to you, though.
yeah,
right?
they can call us at 440-508-6567 if they want. Yeah, and they leave a voicemail.
There we go. I have a voicemail hotline too, but usually people they get shady in those, not towards me, but against whatever the topic is. I
Yeah.
like it because some of them are pretty ruthless and toothless.
Yeah, same with
Gotta go in
ours.
savage.
Yeah,
Gotta go
yeah.
in savage
We like
mode.
the rawness.
Yes.
Please go in raw with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah. No protection
dog it.
whatsoever. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
protection.
Raw dog our voicemails.
Yes.
So, do you guys have a really terrible dating story?
I mean,
What is a bad one?
so I showed John a text this morning.
Oh, what was the text?
Oh, I love this. Please share
tell
it to
me this
people. You're the one that brought it up, so.
All right. I'm not gonna show who it is.
Oh, of course not. Yeah.
Okay, so there's this girl
Okay.
that I've seen a couple times.
On.
She's like a friend.
Okay.
Yeah, and like we were friends, and then how much should I say? We had an encounter together.
Okay. Like a flirty encounter, a sexual encounter?
A sexual encounter.
Okay.
But like she wasn't the only person involved.
Oh, threesome.
Yes.
Okay,
Here
those
we
are
go.
fun. Love a good threesome.
And that's that's how it started. And then we like hooked up a couple like times afterwards. I'm like, oh, like I don't know if this is aligned with the man I want to become. And so
that has threesomes?
that has threesomes. You know, like I feel
Threesomes are a great time.
I think it was a great time, but I feel like I'm moving from the streets into like I think I want to find my wife.
Okay.
I think I'm on the prowl for my wife.
Boo.
Wow.
Yeah. Where's
the tea?
but I mean, there still is tea. So every time this person wants to hook up with me, she sends me seal pictures,
Okay.
and so I'll show you what that looks like.
Is
I
that
won't
what
show the
you do to
camera.
her? You make her squeal like a
Arf.
seal?
I
So-
didn't even think. I thought like
No.
standing
So,
straight
like-
up. Like
Oh.
when you see the picture.
Yeah. So
Oh.
she sent me this,
Okay.
right, and like
And-
that night we did some stuff, and then she sent
This
me
one.
this, right,
See, that's
Okay.
a different seal.
right,
That's
and
an
then
erect
that
seal.
night we
Fully
did
erect.
something, and then I hadn't like responded for a couple days.
Okay.
She sent me this.
Oh, multiple seals.
A
That
lot
is
of
Yeah.
seals.
so many seals.
And you know, I'm just like I think I at this point just want to be friends, but then she skipped the seals and said, "Can we hang out tonight? I wanted to have sex." And so that's not dating, but it
But you're interested in her? You're not interested in her.
no, I mean like as a friend, yes,
Yeah.
but I feel like I'm trying to find my wife now.
Is it because the relationship started sexual that you're not interested in her?
No, I think it's just a personality thing. Like she's great in a lot of ways, but
Her
like,
personality sucks.
no, it doesn't suck. It's just not. It's just
That's
not
the
for
real
me. It's just not for me.
Got
Different
And
personality traits, life, whatever.
yeah. But the thing that's tragic is I've decided that I'm trying to find my wife just as it was getting really good. Like the sex was getting really good. But yeah, so
Well, usually does get better the more it progresses.
exactly. We were getting
See,
into a rhythm, but
That's what I like is
Yeah.
I collect guys. I don't commit to them, but I'll collect
collect.
them. And then,
Pokemon.
you know, yeah.
Have you
caught them
Gotta
all yet?
catch them all. I
what's your
haven't caught them all
rotation
yet.
right now?
What do you mean?
Do you have you said you collect them. Do you have a rotation?
Not currently. I took like a little bit of a
What happened to your
sabbatical.
collection? If you're going to
No,
be a Pokemon
they're
trainer,
there,
you're
and
gonna
still
I
on the
keep
shelf.
Them, I keep them, yeah.
Mint condition.
Yes.
On the shelf.
you have to
And
feed
they
them though,
still
or they're
reach-
going to die.
They still reach out to me.
Mm.
One of them was out of town for several weeks and he just got back. And so we've kind of been chatting a bit. But like, I'm like you. I think I'm ready to move out of the rotation and maybe start. So I've never done the relationship thing ever. I've never wanted to do the relationship.
Like legit, no relationships.
no,
real.
like committed, like boyfriend relationship vibes. I've
Right.
never done that. I've had the option to, and
Yeah.
I've never done it because
What's
I
the
like.
furthest you've gone on like an exclusive endeavor?
I've never gone on an exclusive
Like
endeavor.
like even for a week.
I mean, what do you mean? Like, I've never been like a. It's never been like a. We are exclusive.
Okay.
Right.
You
Okay.
know.
So
But
you're
like,
seeing each other.
But have you like hooked up with someone exclusively for a while without having the conversation of like, oh, we're exclusive?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. What was the
But-
longest period?
I don't know, a couple months.
Couple months.
Yeah.
And was there a talk of a talk? Did you bandy around the talking?
Well, there was a situation. Now I'm trying to think of how much I want to say.
Hey, I
Here we
just,
go.
I
Only
just
because-
bared my soul.
Read
Okay.
his text
I
threads.
read my text thread them this morning.
Okay. Okay. I will answer whatever questions you have about the situation.
Okay.
What's his name? Woo! We shoot
Not-
today, ladies and gentlemen.
Not doing that.
You
I also
just
have to be
said
like-
you would answer your
Any questions?
Yeah.
Hello, that's the verbal contract with me.
So
Okay.
are you a liar or what?
I've had like great guys. I was just telling Danny before you guys came in, like there was like this one guy who's like rolling in the dough, like multi-millionaire, great business, has had a huge crush on me for like the longest time, and like has always wanted to pursue me. And I remember like, being in my early mid-20s, and he'd be like, let me fly you on a private jet to come spend the weekend with me. And I always turned it down.
Why?
I, one, had too much pride. And two, was just like, no, I have to tape my podcast. I have priorities. I have already committed to a family day on Saturday. Like, I can't do that. I like was very much dedicated to my own life. And I don't think I could ever be like a sugar baby.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever allow somebody to take care of me. And I think I needed to prove to myself that I could take care of myself. And now I can take care of myself. So I'm like, maybe I'll hit him up and ride that private jet.
Listen.
But he has a really cute boyfriend now. And he gets to ride on the yacht and the jet. And I'm just like, fuck, that could have been me. But again, one, I had too much pride, and two, I could have been in really great relationships had I not been so afraid at the time. And now I'm just open.
Yeah,
we love that.
It just takes somebody to kind of let you see things differently to consider those options.
I feel like often to be in like a healthy partnership, you have to be a healthy individual first.
Yes.
And often people jump into relationships before they really know how to take care of themselves.
Yes.
I like
I've
that you're
got
getting
butterflies on my stomach
Yeah,
for you
I was
over
about to
here.
say
Shut
butterflies. I love the butterflies.
We'll see what happens. Do you have any advice for me? No, I think I'm...
I mean, I've been in like 4 or 5 2-year relationships.
So wait, what are you doing to try to find your wifey?
I'm not responding to booty calls. I will not be a piece of ass.
That's Sam's baby step.
Yeah, that's my baby
seal
step.
step.
Yeah.
That's a big step.
I'm trying to just not hook up with people.
Yeah.
And
Which is hard because there are a lot of people hitting the line. Let me tell you something.
Are there? They're lined up.
This man, I have never seen anything like. We flew the team out to Bali for a month.
Okay.
You can kind of put 1 and 2 together. And this guy was just rizzing them all up.
to be clear, I
Crazy.
raised one person up,
Crazy.
and we got into a relationship, and then she lived in the
And not even the
lived in
riz in
Bali.
terms of like trying to like hook up, but just the charisma, the magnetism, being able to talk to people,
Okay.
that kind of thing. Incredible.
Aw.
1 of 1.
Okay.
Yes, man.
That's good.
John's too kind. But I mean, I think, I'm just not trying to like really hook up with people. And then what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to work on my friend circle.
Yeah.
So like really just focusing on being someone that can be there for my friends, and like we're kind of making the house that we're now living in a focal point of events on the West Side.
Okay.
We're doing a movie night soon. If you want to come.
Yeah.
And a potluck.
open.
If you also want to come.
Oh,
We're doing a potluck on Thursday
Fun.
with like all of our
Other
friends.
podcasters too.
Yeah, you should come through
Fun. Okay.
Thursday. And I think like there's like, speaking of butterflies, there was this quote that I got from this guy that I was interviewing that I think got it from somewhere else, but he was like, in my 20s, I was chasing butterflies, but now I'm building sanctuaries for them to live.
Ooh.
And I think I love that idea, because I think when you're on dating apps or going out to a bar, it can be very like going out for the hunt or something.
Yeah.
Very one track mind, where I'm like trying to find a relationship or someone to hook up with or something like that. But I think if you focus on just creating a great community, a good relationship will follow. And
Yes.
so
Well, that's what they say. Instead of, that was like a TikTok thing, I think, where there was like a video and it was like, don't go chasing butterflies, because if you chase a butterfly, it'll run. But if you build a sanctuary, the butterflies will come to you.
Exactly.
So you're building a butterfly
That sweet
sanctuary.
nectar.
That's sweet nectar. Yeah. And that feels, I honestly think, if you invest in your friendships and build that up, that will feel so much more rewarding than swiping on any app.
I agree. And you know what else I'm learning? This just happened yesterday. I'm learning how to not be addicted to like the chaos, like how to like invest in good, peaceful like friendships and just like relationships in general. There was one friend that is just he's going through a breakup right now, or he just broke up with his boyfriend, and we've been hanging out around a lot. And then I called one of our other friends and I was like, I'm trying to distract myself and he's going through a breakup. Maybe I'll ask him out just to like get under his ex's skin.
Love it.
I was like, and he's like, that sounds very chaotic. And I was like,
Zach!
you have to do it.
No!
We have to do it for the plot.
No!
Do it for the culture,
wait,
baby.
Don't you want the fairy tale
Let me
ending? Why do you want to live in chaos?
Let me explain why, though.
Okay.
Because his ex unfollowed me on Instagram.
And
And I was like, I didn't do anything to you, but now I might fuck your
John,
ass.
no.
Let's go.
No, John.
Right?
Yes.
No. That is
See why it's not
outsized
healthy
response.
for me to be in a relationship at this moment. I need to work on some stuff.
Oh my goodness.
But like, how amazing would that have been? I mean, like, I'm not actively interested, like, in seriously pursuing my friend, but I was like, if he's looking for a rebound situation, and like, I could use a little bit of a rebound situation to both get our minds off of, other people, then like, why not like casually date? And like, if word gets back to his ex, like, that's not gonna kill my day.
I think rebound, great idea.
Yes.
Right. Generally,
Yes.
I think that
Yeah.
but I'm gonna put something. A rebound can be a great idea, but I think it has to be self-contained in a fling form. Like, you vacation somewhere and you get together with someone for a month and you like fall in love deeply, but you know that it's going to end, and so the baggage that you have from your last relationship really isn't going to like bleed into this one, but it's like a nice stopgap between what comes next. But I think with this, it could drag on for all like forever and ever
No,
and ever.
I don't think it would drag on. I think I'm not interested in like seriously being in a relationship with this person. He's my friend, but like, the fact that he's going through a very recent breakup, and the fact that his boyfriend unfollowed me, I'm just still a little.
Won't it be messy though? Like getting involved with the friend. This is speaking from experience too. Like, I don't know. I think getting involved with friends can.
Luckily, one of my other friends who I called to tell him about my diabolical plan is like, let's not do that. Let's work on some healthier ways to cope.
Unhealthy. Stay unhealthy.
I'm like, but the chaos. I'm like, I was like, I have to do it for the plot. And he's just like, what plot? He's
what
like, who
plot?
is invested in
the main character of Zach's life.
Hello. Dude.
Hello.
Thank
I want to
you.
live in Ratatouille, not The Godfather. Like if I'm like choosing plots, I want a Pixar plot. I want something that's fun and has a happy ending, and I'm like cooking in a great restaurant in Paris. I don't want to be dead on the side of the road by a mob boss.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, my friend talked me off the ledge, and he's like, let's definitely not do that.
There we go.
I agree with your friend.
Yeah,
I
do like that. I was just stirring it up.
John likes to stir in theory. John's a big stir in theory, but if you ever like went to him for advice, he would give you solid advice.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, see, if you went to him for serious advice.
Okay.
But we're not here for serious advice.
No,
we're here for
the
content,
chaos.
baby.
Exactly. Oh, so exciting. Okay, so I do have some. These are not like internet submissions, but they are pulled from we cover a lot of reality TV shows and a lot of celebrity news. Mm-hmm. So I pulled some celebrity relationship scenarios that I'm hoping you will treat as OPs.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay.
Love that.
Wow. This is fun.
This first one comes from Rachel. And Rachel says, I slept with one of my best friend's boyfriends of 9 years. We had a 7-month affair. All of our friend group cut me off. I considered going back to tell my side of the story, but ultimately didn't feel like they would hear me out. I decided to go to therapy and start a podcast instead, talking about relationships and mental health. Do you think that they would really hear me out, or should I just cut my losses and move on from all of them?
Well, I will say that one great way to force them to hear is by starting a podcast so successful that the clips just keep coming up.
Yeah, they keep coming up on their shorts and their TikTok and their Instagram.
No choice. I feel like maybe at that point you kind of cut your losses. You have to look yourself in the mirror and be like, I need to become a better person. So let me just work on myself. And if things come back around or friends kind of see the kind of like show don't tell.
Yeah.
And they come back around, great. If not, let me just like double down on improving myself. I don't know. What do you think, Sam?
I think send USBs in the mail to all of their houses of all your podcast episodes and keep just sending USBs and say, plug me in. And then they'll start having to listen to them. And then they'll see how far you've
I
come.
love how analog we went, mailing the USBs.
I don't know.
I will send you a compact disc of my podcast.
Okay, imagine you wake up and it just has a letter with your name. All right. And then it's a wax seal on it. And you open it and it just has a USB that says, plug me in.
I'm calling the police immediately.
Would you actually call the police?
No, I would plug it in.
You plug it in
I
for
would
sure.
No, I would
You
definitely
would
not
not
plug it in because I'm like, that's a virus. Or someone's hacking me.
Well, if
But
have
you
a
wouldn't be
Mac-
curious?
No, not curious enough. See, my girlfriend is like big into crypto and she's like a software developer. So she's like trained me very well.
Would you plug it in?
No
Absolutely.
I would probably
My
plug
girlfriend
it
is not
in.
a software developer.
Yeah.
So I don't have that kind of
maybe
warning.
I'd go to like a library and plug it in. But like,
See, I
Just
would do it
legit,
on
like,
somebody
all
else.
legit.
Now knowing
See, so
that,
you would, I would,
Yeah.
like, I would be so curious that, but all right, I think I would do what you did.
Yeah.
Now that I have
but
your
now
answer.
I'm like, I don't want to. The library is such a great public place, or such a good resource. Now I don't want to. I need to find. Oh,
but they're
I
not
will
going to steal the
I will
library's
find a
crypto.
rich-looking stranger, steal their computer, then plug it in.
And then you're just going to wipe out them. The
than
library
the
doesn't have
library.
Oh,
any
wait,
money.
can you can't wipe out a Mac, can you?
Well, if I plug it in, listen, a virus. Yes, you can. Someone. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do not believe the branding.
Well,
Anything is hackable.
okay, next one. This one comes from Tom on the flip side. I cheated on my girlfriend of 9 years with a younger girl. She also happens to be friends with my girl. She also happened to be my girlfriend's friend. My ex will no longer talk to me, and I'm still in love with her friend, even though they've both cut me off. Should I try to make it work with Rachel, the new girl, or should I try to find someone new?
We like just read like a story kind of on
And
this,
you say
we were
something on
talking
this all
about
the
that.
time. You know what I'm thinking of?
There has to be red flags before. No, what
I'm
was the
thinking
other
of if you destroy a relationship by cheating, at least if you commit to the new person,
Yeah.
there's something
Oh,
that
it makes it worth it.
came out of it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's a shitty situation to begin with.
Yep.
But if something can be salvaged, then I guess good.
I mean, yeah, you have to at least make it worth it.
I just realized something
What?
too.
What?
Sam's golden rules.
Oh,
This is a 9-year relationship.
It was a 9-year relationship.
It was a 9-year
Okay.
relationship. So
Do you want to hear my golden rules of marriage?
9-year relationship and 7-month affair.
So for every 4 years, you get one hall pass effectively. And for every time another partner cheats, that's a hall pass. And for every kid you have, that's a hall pass.
Oh.
And it's not like, oh, like now that we've been dating for 4 years, I can like cheat on someone. It's more like if you've been dating for 4 years and someone cheats, the likelihood of them continuing the relationship past the point of cheating is higher because they've been together for so long. Same if you have a kid. If you have if you've been dating for like 6 months,
Yeah.
and they
And
cheat
you have a kid in 6 months?
or you have a kid, then the likelihood of you staying for the kid is higher.
Yeah.
And so effectively it becomes like a hall pass.
yeah, not like they literally deserve a hall pass or this
Got
should
it,
be
got it,
given.
That it's
got it, got it.
effectively.
It kind of effectively is.
And so for like 9 years, I feel like if it was like one slip up, I imagine maybe there is enough relationship history to justify continuing. But if it's a 7-month affair, that's like
And with
blanking
her
on
friend.
the regular. Yeah. So I think the relationship isn't salvageable. So then you should go with the friend. But knowing that you are building a relationship on very brittle ground.
Yeah.
If you are building a relationship from like hopping, like from basically cheating, then the potential for that partner to cheat on you is so much higher.
Yeah. And I also think that like being in a relationship with somebody as an affair for 7 months, there's an excitement. There's like we're getting away with
It's
this.
naughty.
Like, yes, it's
Yeah.
naughty. The taboo part of it that I think is thrilling, that once you remove that thrill, is there still that connection?
Exactly. And that's why it's like it's on very brittle ground.
Yeah.
It's on very brittle ground. But you know who's doing it well?
Who?
Jeff Bezos and whoever they're still together.
Dude, he locked that down.
And it's been like what, like 5 years?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But was it worth $44 billion to cheat on your wife?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he's got enough.
Yeah, he has. I think he bounced back quick. Man's not hurting, I don't think.
No. He's up.
I saw a picture of them recently together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy couple.
Yeah. They seemed happy.
Hopefully.
Next.
I hope it was worth it, Jeff.
What we don't want to be meh is this new year. And if you want a New Year's resolution that won't have you tangled on the elliptical or eating the world's most depressing salads, then I have a new one for you. How about smelling better naked? Lumi is a game-changing whole body deodorant designed by an OBGYN to work not only on your pits, but also your feet, your private parts, and everywhere else you get odors. So no matter where you use it, Lumi is clinically proven to block odor all day thanks to its one-of-a-kind pH-optimized formula. And they've got over 275,000 five-star reviews to show for it. I have the toasted coconut deodorant. Smells delicious. It just makes me want to eat myself up because it smells so yummy. And I took it to the gym and I was like, I'm sure everybody just thinks, I smell delicious. My personal favorite though are their deodorant wipes. Everyone knows I love a good deodorant wipe. They're perfect for on the go. I especially love the deodorant wipes to keep me fresh while traveling. But make the switch to Lumi, and this year it'll be all about head-to-toe confidence. No salads required. Special offer, new customers get $5 off Lumi's starter pack with our exclusive code and link. Use code NOFILTER at LumiDeodorant.com. That's Lumi, Lume, deodorant, DEODORANT.com. That's code NOFILTER for $5 off at LumiDeodorant.com. And also, you can get started on your New Year's resolutions to eat healthier with Factor so that you're ready for the new year. Factor's ready-to-eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success in the new year. Skip the grocery store, skip the prep work, skip that cooking fatigue, and instead get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. I had some very yummy chicken and some green beans yesterday that were delicious. They have over 35 meals to choose from per week, including options like keto, calorie smart, vegan, veggie, and more, plus over 55 weekly add-ons. You'll have a ton of nutritious and flavorful options to kickstart your new year. I'm on the keto plan. I am trying to be mindful of my protein and my fat and cut back on my carbs because I've been up in the gym just working on my fitness. He's my witness. So when things get hectic, Factor is flexible. Change your order up every week with plans from 4 to 6 meals per week, or pause like Dorinda or like Monica. You can put the plan on pause, or you can reschedule your deliveries anytime. And if you need a special occasion meal, Gourmet Plus is the perfect solution if you're looking for that fast upscale option done easily. Head to factormeals.com/nofilter50 and use code nofilter50 to get 50% off. That's code nofilter50 at factormeals.com/nofilter50 to get 50% off. Dun 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 dun. Shannon, I recently broke up with a toxic ex, only to find out he's now dating someone new. One of my best friends, Tamra, happens to have a history with this girl that he's now seen, Alexis. She'll occasionally like and comment on this girl's Instagram posts, which I feel is disloyal to me as a friend.
So it's a friend who's still kind of like unintentionally co-signing the new relationship.
Sort of, yeah.
Right, sort of co-signing the new relationship.
My mom follows all my ex-girlfriends on Instagram and still comments, so I feel like it's not a big deal.
Is that not weird?
I mean, it was weird when my cousin went to my ex-girlfriend's wedding.
Oh.
That was weird.
That is weird.
Hell yeah.
That was weird. But but honestly, I think my general philosophy is people can have relationship. Like you shouldn't gatekeep friends.
And yeah, and it's like if you ended up having if the break up or now if your now relationship with the ex is healthy, then go ahead. right?
Yeah.
Like if you do have a healthy relationship with that person, but it does make it weirder when there's like foul play, things that went wrong, and like and then the person who's kind of stuck in the middle, they're like, like
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't think you should gatekeep friendship ever.
Yeah. And I mean,
But you can decide not to be friends with someone if they are friends with someone, if you want.
Or if you saw them like do something really wrong, and you're like, yo, that's not the type of person I want to have around me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. This
That was
next
solid advice. Let's go.
one. Yeah.
Bam.
Carl says, I've been friends with this girl, Lindsay, for years, and we finally decided to take our relationship to the next level. It went so well, we even got engaged. But lately, we've been fighting a lot, and I'm not happy. This may end our relationship and friendship entirely, but I think I want to call off our wedding, which is 2 months away. Should I tell her the truth, or do you think I just have cold feet?
So it's just because he's like,
We're not happy. We're fighting. I don't know if
Right.
this is right.
Damn. I mean, if you're unsure of whether you want to marry someone, I feel like
So when is
That's
it cold
post-
feet, though? Because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, it's
cold
just
feet's like the
feet.
day of the wedding.
yeah,
Right.
I think the first thing you have to do is tell them immediately
Yeah.
and just be honest about like what you're like. This
you're
is what's going through my head right
Yeah.
now. And then, yeah, I think that is the most important.
You should be honest with you. Like your partner should be the person you're most honest with in your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
So,
And not hiding those feelings, especially as the
Yeah.
wedding's approaching.
but it's definitely a tough thing to bring up.
But it is also scary, though, to think like, oh, I'm getting married. I'm committing myself to this person forever.
Yeah, but it feels like that isn't what's happening
Yeah.
here. It's more like, oh, we're fighting a lot. I don't know if this person is right
If the
for me.
relationship.
compatible.
Yeah.
That's
right.
I feel like it's a when you're thinking like, oh, like forever's a long time. That's a different feeling than, oh, this person might not be right.
Yeah,
This might not
maybe
be my
like, hey,
person,
I'll be completely honest, our fights, bring up doubts pop into my head
Yeah.
after the fights and arguments that we have, and I'm like, it makes me unsure of the relationship and everything, and those are just the thoughts running through my head,
Yeah.
taking the conversation from there. But yeah, you have to.
You have to.
Have you ever found somebody that you thought you would marry?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out?
So my first like really long-term girlfriend met in high school. She was 2 years older than me in college, and like we travel all over the world together. She was super rich, and so like we went to like the Galapagos, and like we went to Ecuador, and I was still in high school. But then she cheated on me, and I was like, I don't think I want that in my life, and so
Yeah, you had been dating for 4 years at that point.
it was only 2, so yeah, they shouldn't get the hall pass.
we
And
go.
so I broke up with her, and then the second one that I thought I was going to marry was the girl that just got married to a 50-year-old
What?
who is a reality TV star apparently in Australia.
Oh.
I imagine you would probably know who he is.
Okay.
I don't know his name, but my mom said he's like she's seen him before. I'm like, Mom, don't tell me this.
His mom is Australian for
yeah.
context.
Got it.
And I mean, like, we just fell super deeply in love, traveled a lot. We met in college. But I mean, she broke up with me. So, and I was like 2 years younger, and she was graduating college. And so it's like a new chapter. And she was way more mature than I was.
How did you know you wanted to marry her?
I mean, we talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you could have seen yourself settling.
Yeah, I mean, like you start talking about like the future and like building things together. We taught English together in China, and the people, there was like this family, the Jins, that wanted us. They were super wealthy, and they wanted us to start an English school in China, and so we were putting together a business plan basically to like start this English school in Hangzhou, and as we were like creating, it's like, well, like, do we want the like next like few years of our lives to be in China, like teaching these kids, like, could we even see a future in China? And that was one of many conversations that was kickstarted about like, what does the future hold in this relationship? And for a long time, I mean, she like visited me when I was in Australia too, because I was studying abroad there. It was like, there was a lot of new situations, and every situation we found ourselves in was like we did pretty well in. And so it's like, oh, like I could see us.
Why did she break up with you?
I was still in college and she was about to start her like full on career.
Got it.
And I also, before that relationship, I hadn't really done like I was kind of like floating with everything that came my way. I had like golden shiny object syndrome, and so I didn't have a lot of structure because I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, and I kind of found out what I wanted to do after I was in that relationship, and so that like that breaking up with her, because I was like I think dependent on her for direction, and then after we broke up, I kind of was like, what do I actually really want to do with my life, and that. Actually, post that breakup was when I think I really discovered who I was a little bit more.
I like that.
Yeah.
Usually
I've learned
breakups
so
build
much
you.
today.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. I just learned so much about Sam. I was like, wow, I've never heard of any of those things. I know of this relationship, but love that.
Well, your sweater says, "Have you ever been in love? Tell me your love story." Have you? I mean, you've been in love.
Yeah,
How many times have you been in love?
I think like full on twice, and then like a more mature, like full on head over heels twice, and then once more recently, more like slow build, like I would say a more mature, cautious type of love, because I had my heart broken.
What about you, John? Have you ever been in love? Once.
That's with the woman I'm
currently.
with. Yeah.
And you've been together how long?
3 years.
And do you see marriage?
Yeah, we talk about marriage, kids.
Have you ever?
Everything,
And you've never been in that
inheritance.
place before?
Never been. No. I had one. I met this girl right before I moved from Florida to California, and like when I got to California, like it was go time. I'm like, I'm out here. I'm trying to make whatever. And then she literally just like completely changed. She would spend 12 hours, basically all her time in her room, and be like, Skype me, and like we'd be Skyping for like 5 hours, and I'm like, I'm waking up in 3 hours to go work my waiter job. Like I can't, like I'm out here in these streets trying to make it, baby. So yeah, that was, and then we spent 7 hours on Skype breaking up because I was like, she was like, why are you breaking up with me? And I'm like, because like I am out here and I'm trying to build this stuff, and you know, it went from this, you know, great like matchup and situation in our lives to like, you just want to talk all the time, and I can't do that. Like, what are we doing?
Love wins.
Yeah. John was John was hustling when he first came over here.
I was 17. Came to Bay.
Oof, from
Florida.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Okay, next one.
Let's go.
Are we actually live right now?
Well, this will air live. It'll live stream.
There
It's live streaming.
Okay, I was like,
But
where are they going?
We have taped this ahead of time, guys.
Okay.
Kim says, I've been friends with this guy, Travis, for years. He's now married to my sister, Courtney. He used to have a crush on me, but I swear nothing ever happened. Travis's ex-wife is now telling people that I tried to screw him back in the day, and that's the real reason that their marriage ended. But it's been over 10 years at this point. Should I set the record straight and tell this chick to move on already, or should I just ignore her?
This is the first one I actually know who the people
Yeah.
Is there anything that's happening currently? Like, I feel like if it's water under the bridge, like,
I mean, it should be. If Kim's fine and Travis is now married to Courtney, then Travis's ex-wife is really just drumming this all up for...
Yeah, and I'd say don't, like, feed the sharks, because then more will come, you know?
That's fair. I love to feed the sharks.
I know. You want the plot.
Just keep swimming.
In the water.
Just
keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. Okay, next one is from Taylor. And Taylor says, my good friend Olivia broke up with her boyfriend Austen a few months ago. He and I are also friends. Lately, we've gotten close, and she just found out that we made out and seriously considered dating each other. We still hang out and have friendly sleepovers. Ooh. We tried to keep it a secret, but he slipped up and spilled the beans after I had already told her that absolutely nothing has ever happened between he and I.
Whack, though, to keep it a secret.
How do you think I should make this right? Should I cut him off completely?
I mean,
what are these friendly sleepovers?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
what
What does that
about?
mean?
What are we
You can
talking
have
about?
friendly sleepovers.
Sure, but
With
not
someone you're
friendly
attracted to?
secret sleepovers
Yes,
with someone
you
that you
can
hooked up with. Bro, I think that's
possible.
whack. I think that's so whack. I think that they should one come clean to the people in the relationship, and if that person isn't comfortable with what's going on, then it shouldn't continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why the Nah. Secret sleepovers crazy.
Yeah.
Now, hear me out. Sleepovers with adult friends. We need to bring it. We need to bring it back.
Okay.
Right? Childhood
Yeah.
sleepovers amazing. Bring the homies over. Let's have a sleepover. A homie
What
that
do we
I'm
have at our next
boinking?
sleepover?
That's a great question.
Yeah, because you need to do a movie night.
We do need to do a movie night. So see, like, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do some, but not with someone that you are macking on.
Yeah, that's
And,
whack. That's whack.
That's not it.
Yeah.
It can get complicated.
Of
It can.
course, because you're
Yeah.
sleeping all next to each other. Dude, I remember at
It can get
Sleepaway.
complicated, but there can be times where nothing happens.
Nah,
Yes,
it's setting the stage.
Nah,
It's too much setting the stage. Also, it's
It
secret.
does make things complicated.
Like, yeah.
I remember in 7th grade at outdoor school, we went to like an outdoor camp and we were all sleeping outside, or no, all sleeping in this auditorium, and I was sleeping next to this girl, and we went into the same sleeping bag.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And what happened?
we were cuddling.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, that's anal. That's anal for children.
middle school.
Literally. That's crazy, dude. Nice work.
Yeah, woo. She's cute too.
Okay. This next one comes from
We've
Sam.
had so many high fives.
Sam says, after 4 months of seeing each other, this guy, Corey, that I've been seeing, didn't buy me a Christmas gift, even though I had purchased one for him.
Ooh.
I didn't give it to him because I wanted to see what he would do first.
Ooh.
Then Valentine's Day arrives, and we've been dating for 6 months at this point, and he didn't even acknowledge Valentine's Day or even want to do anything on Valentine's Day. Is that a red flag?
Yes.
Should I keep seeing him?
Red flag for sure.
But like some people just don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Well, yeah, and it's like, oh, like I don't believe in it because it's just commercial, capitalistic.
love.
But I think what it should and can be is an opportunity to show that you care.
Yes.
And I think like there's like Christmas and Valentine's Day are like two big places in the year where it's like, let me just spend some time thinking about what would make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
And to jerk on two of those is, I think, a red flag.
Yeah, I mean, I can see situations in terms of gifts and it being so early and like that's
4 months is a long time.
Say again?
4 months is a while, though.
Yeah, no. I mean, you
Well, it
should.
depends
but
on like, are you exclusive for 4 months? Are you kind of casually dating for 4 months? I mean, 4 months is
I'm
a long
assuming
time.
exclusive.
4 months
I'm
is a long time.
assuming it's a like
Yeah.
base like I'm assuming it's 4 months. We are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I think like okay, if you don't want to do Valentine's Day, or if that's like not your thing, which I kind of roll my eyes at, because again, I think it's the same way that like Christmas is like, hey, go see your family, you know, go spend time with your family. It's like, hey, go to your partner and like show them that you appreciate them, like Sam said. You got to be upfront and have that conversation at the barest of minimums to let them know like at least why you don't celebrate it. Because what about them? Like, what if they love Valentine's Day and you're just like, nah, I'm just gonna assume that.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, you have to get flowers and chocolate. Like I got my girlfriend and I like tantric massages for Valentine's Day, and that was great.
That sounds fun. A tantric massage.
Mm-hmm.
Did it set the mood?
Oh yeah.
And okay.
This like 75-year-old couple basically like showed us the moves. So they had like one one massage table and we were at the other, and like, this is how you do this.
And they were like legit doing it.
They were legit doing
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I'll be honest, not that. Actually,
Since you hate Valentine's Day.
Do I hate Valentine's Day?
I thought you just established that you're not a fan of Valentine's
No,
Day.
I said the exact opposite.
Oh.
I
John's
roll my eyes.
not celebrating Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Hold on, pause. Yeah, I roll my eyes at people who
are like, I'm not.
Yeah, because
he
I'm
rolls his eyes at people who roll their eyes on Valentine's Day.
There we go.
Got
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, I can see why there's confusion. But this year, actually, so what's so unfortunate is literally Sam's birthday, my work husband, and then my girlfriend's birthdays are one day apart.
Oh shit!
So,
I
yeah.
didn't realize that.
Yeah, so I've always tried to I think it was last year. We literally stayed with Sam up until like midnight or 1 a.m. and then we immediately drove to. Or was the year before last? It was the year before. We were at the club. The big club standing outside. It was 2022, is what I'm remembering.
Big club.
It was like 12:12 or something.
Oh.
Yeah. We were y'all literally got in line and we were like, okay, we need to start driving now to our thing. So we've tried to make both, but this year we might combine her birthday with Valentine's Day and do. We like to go to a place, go to Big Bear, rent a cabin.
That's cute.
Spend time together.
Light some
That's
candles.
cute.
Yes.
Have some quality time. What's your love language?
My love language, I would say, is probably touch.
Yeah.
What's your love language?
Probably quality time and physical touch.
I think mine is chaos.
Talk about it. Talk about it, Zach.
Have you ever
This is
given or gotten a Valentine's Day gift?
No. Well, I mean, I remember in middle school, I had a crush on this girl, and I would always give her things for Valentine's Day. But no.
Okay, noted.
Not that I'm anti Valentine's Day. I mean, I'm literally hosting a Valentine's Day show this year.
That's the gift to the people.
Yeah, I'm not anti Valentine's Day. I've just never been in a place where I've wanted to do Valentine's Day with somebody.
Do you get salty on Valentine's Day?
Not really. I kind of like Valentine's. I mean, I like the idea of it where it's a day that's dedicated to. I understand the commercialization of it, but I like that it's at least a check-in day to be let me do something extra mindful and extra thoughtful for somebody that I care about.
Yes.
I may send roses on Valentine's Day.
There we go. I like that.
Roses. That's nice. I don't think I've ever. Maybe I've gotten a couple flowers. I've never been a flower getter.
Yeah, who's giving gifts to the men?
Yeah, I want a flower.
You want flowers for Valentine's Day?
I want a flower.
Yeah. Would that wouldn't be weird if a girl's here's a bouquet of flowers for you?
Well, nah, dude, I would put it in my house.
Yeah, I'd be flattered.
Dude, I'd be so flattered.
They say fresh flowers are a signal of abundance to the universe. So you are attracting that.
You know what, actually? Instead of flowers, I would love a fiddle fig.
A what?
A fiddle fig. It's a kind of plant. Give me a nice plant.
The tree.
You know? Yeah.
That's the one we have. Okay.
Oh yeah, you know what a fiddle fig is?
I remember. I was like, why do I know what this is?
Yeah. Fiddle fig is those like the big leafy
trees we had.
Yeah.
The little tiny trees.
Yeah.
Fat leaves.
Yeah. I would love instead of roses, a nice plant for the apartment.
Zach's like,
no.
Why not? No trees.
I only have fake plants in my apartment.
Only fake plants. So no maintenance.
No maintenance. Well, because I don't know. They have leaves and they die and there's dirt and it's just
you have to take care of them. I just watered ours a couple days ago.
No, I have 2 dogs that I have to take care of, and that's enough.
That's true. Me. Okay, at least you're taking care of something.
Yeah. No, I don't need to take care of plants. They don't. No, they're pretty. No. That's why I get fake ones, because then they still have the aesthetic.
They improve mood.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
Scientifically.
Sunlight, plants.
Yeah.
I'm about it.
Well, that's a great starting point, because my dogs don't always improve my mood. They're puppies. They like to chew everything.
How old are they?
They're 11 months.
Oh,
puppies are
wait,
tough.
Dogs? You have 2 11-month-old?
Yeah, and they're big.
That is quite a handful.
What kind of dogs?
They're golden doodle Labradors.
That's all the best dog kinds in one.
Know.
Can you please show me pictures?
Yes. Look, they're so precious, but they drive me the most crazy
that combo is
ever.
puppies.
Oh.
Oh my God, those are 11-month-old
Oh
puppies.
They're
my
giant. That's a large-sized crate that they have squeezed them both selves into. They each
That's-
have their own, but they are ginormous.
So
That's
why did you get 2?
Okay, it wasn't my choice.
Mm.
So our family dog was a rescue, and she had puppies, and my mom didn't have the heart to sell the puppies, and everybody wanted the puppies, but since they are golden doodles, they're half golden doodle and half Labrador, so most of them came out more like golden doodle and had more of like a not a chocolate, but more of like a red, like brown coat to them, and only 2 of them came out blonde like their mom, and these 2 look more like, you know, golden retriever Labradors than they do golden doodles. So nobody wanted those 2. And so one of them, Sky, who's the first one I got, he was the run. So he was teeny tiny. He was the smallest of the batch, and he was small, he was blonde, and he didn't have like curly fur, so nobody wanted him. So my mom's like, you have to take him. And I'm like, I don't want a dog. And she's like, you have to take him, or I'm gonna have to put him up on OfferUp. And I was like, that's rude. And so
Not offer.
she convinced
At least Facebook Marketplace, Mom. Come on.
she knew what to say. And so she convinced me to take the dog in. And so I took one in, but I live in downtown and I live in like a high rise like apartment. So it's like there's not like a yard that I can like let him run in or whatever. So then my brother was supposed to take in the other dog, and at the last minute he couldn't take him in. And my mom's like, OfferUp. And I was like, she's like, I don't know what to do. She's like, I don't know what to do. He needs a home. And at that point I had just moved into my new apartment, which is bigger. It's a 2-bedroom. And she was like, see, now you have more space. And I was like, that wasn't really why I got a bigger apartment. But she's like, but you have more space now and you can take him in. And so I was just like, fine, I'll take him in.
Have you thought about like getting like the dog potty training like thing, like a dog litter box, basically?
Oh, they're potty trained.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do pads. They go outside. They don't
Go
go potty
outside.
inside. We trained that. I did all the things. I did the 2-hour method.
What's the 2-hour method?
You take them out every 2 hours until they're potty trained. So literally at like 10 p.m., 12 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m.
Wait.
Every 2 hours.
While you're in your sleep?
You
during the
wake up
night?
in the middle of the night to
Stop
take
it.
them out to go
For
potty.
how long?
Until they go potty. And so they just learn you don't go inside. I did not do the pee pad method because then you're teaching them how to go potty inside. And I was like, nope, we're going outside. We're
Oh.
sticking to a schedule. We're doing it.
I got
How long
you.
did it take?
Right.
Surprisingly, it only took about a week.
Wow.
But it was
Still,
it
that's a
was
brutal week.
Yeah,
Damn.
It was
that's
brutal. And the
awful.
hard part is they're personality wise so different that training is like near impossible because
Right.
they couldn't be any more opposite. So what works for one doesn't work for the other, and it's a mission sometimes.
Oh man.
Wow.
We have a dog in our place right now.
We do.
A little
I love
dog?
him.
Yeah, Chip. No, giant, huge.
Giant golden
Like,
retriever.
Oh,
80, 90 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll probably be close to that.
He's super cute. Oh,
I love golden retrievers.
I know. They're
They
the
are great.
best. They're so just highest review dogs. I love them. 5 stars.
5 stars.
But puppies are rough.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Godspeed.
You're a
But like,
puppy-
it's
puppy
okay.
brother.
The first 2-3 years are going to be the roughest. I'm like, great. We're
Yeah,
not
it's
even
like
a year in.
children.
Great. Thank you. Well, almost 1 year down. Their birthday is Valentine's. Well, the 16th, February 16th.
Oh, so you
I
can
would
sell.
just
You can
change it.
give some.
I would
Change it to
forge the
Valentine's
documents.
Day.
Yeah,
Nah.
to the 14th.
Yeah. 16th? No.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you born on the 14th now.
You can give them some Valentine's Day presents.
Oh,
Some cute
well,
bones.
depends on how I'm feeling that week. Depends on what they've chewed up that week.
Right.
They've destroyed so much. All right.
I'm
I
sure.
can feel the pain in your
My
soul.
patience is wearing thin.
Yeah, I believe it.
But I love them so much. Your podcast is called OKOP.
That's
Yep.
right.
Available on all
OKOP.
podcast platforms.
That is correct.
What are the social medias that they can go and follow you on?
You can check our YouTube,
Yep.
OKOP Show,
Yep.
TikTok, OKOP Show.
And
Instagram?
You have shorter stories that you share on like TikTok, right?
Yeah, so we cut down the stories, share them on TikTok. So we share it everywhere. But if you want the full juice, I would say YouTube,
Yeah.
probably best place to go.
Or Spotify.
yeah,
Yeah.
Spotify.
Go to OKOP Show on Spotify.
Yeah.
You'll love it. You'll have
You
a
really
good
will.
time, and we'll love you more importantly.
Oh yeah.
And also, like we read people's stories all the time. So if you want to submit a story, we will probably at least listen to it and read it,
Or even call you and
even call you. Yeah.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
we did a fun story, a polygamy story.
Oh,
That we
yeah.
did. It was crazy.
That's right. We threw you into the deep end.
And it was like a never-ending story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It had an ending, though.
It did.
Did have
And
an
it was a
ending.
satisfying ending. And if you want to hear what the ending is, go to OKOP show wherever you get your podcast. It's just a fun time. We like being with our community. They're great. The OKO peeps.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
what Sophia is. You know, actually, someone said they want to be called. I've been calling people "you little sillies,"
Oh.
and I've been kind of loving that. And the caller said she liked "you little sillies."
I could get down with that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Okay. This is the Zack Pack.
Zack
The
Pack is
Zack Pack.
great.
Oh, that's so good.
That's
You can't
so
have
good.
it, though.
That is so. No.
Yeah, we're gonna steal it actually.
Where's Zach and Zach?
Changing our names and our birthdays.
That's right. But thank you, Zach. So
Yeah,
much
thank you
for-
so much
Thank you
for
for
having
coming
us.
on.
This was
Of course.
amazing.
This was so fun. Guys, go check out their podcast. I'm on it, so you're going to want to it's a wild adventure.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite the adventure, and I was heavily captivated with every twist and turn that came because there was one plot twist after another.
That it was.
Correct.
So go check out OKOP. Be sure to listen and subscribe on Spotify. We are taping this at Spotify Studio, so thank you to Spotify. We are Spotify creators.
Thank you,
That's right.
Spotify.
You guys can listen to No Filter with Zack Peter, streaming live every morning, Monday through Thursday, with bonus episodes every Friday. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to leave me nice reviews because I'm a millennial and I love validation. And you can always follow me at Just Plain Zack or follow the podcast at No Filter with Zack on the Instagram. All right, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.